Hi everyone, my name is Matt Jarbo. This is Three Buck Theater, and last night Netflix dropped the long-rumored Black Mirror Bandersnatch, the first event film of its kind coming out of Black Mirror, as well as being a choose-your-own adventure that Netflix is experimenting with and hoping that it picks up. And given the popularity of Black Mirror, as well as the popularity of this particular episode, I do believe this type of format is here to stay for a while. I spent a few hours diving into it last night. I put up my review and my early thoughts, but I wanted to take you through what I felt are the top 5 WTF moments in Bandersnatch that are just totally Black Mirror and also really amazing. Just a quick reminder that this video will contain massive spoilers, so if you haven't seen Bandersnatch, come back when you have. Number 5. Colin's LSD Trip. Now, this particular scene in the episode is probably by far the funniest that would be considered part of the proper path. Stefan goes and hangs out with Colin as a way to get over his block for trying to finish Bandersnatch. Colin gives him the opportunity to take LSD, which you can take either willfully or, well, against your will because he gives it to you anyway. And as a result of this, we get to see both of these guys go on mind-altering experiences, with Colin laying out exactly what is going on with Pac-Man in regards to the programming and control. This whole scene culminates with you being given the option of who dives off the balcony, either Stefan or Colin. And if you choose Colin, he willfully does it. And it's a wild scene to behold because you're not too sure if it really actually happened or you're just imagining it. Number 4, the Pax. Now, the Pax is a creature that is created from Jerome F. Davies and put into the Bandersnatch novel. It is, according to Stefan, the stealer of destinies, or the thief of destinies. And the Pax itself only appears in 2 scenes in the episode. Once very quickly after Colin jumps from the balcony after the LSD trip, and then later on when you find your way to your father's safe and you actually choose that as the password, do we get a decent look at the Pax and what it does, which basically just kills you and then you wake up from a nightmare. Either way, the Pax is a very compelling and interesting looking creature, and every time it was on screen, I was legitimately frightened and I wanted more. Sadly, we never got it. Number 3. Colin choosing the weapon that you get to kill him with. Now, this was a weird part of the episode because it's right at the very end, and either selection you choose, whether you let him live or you kill him, will result in the end game. What's really crazy though is that when you select to kill him, he walks around your room looking for weapons that will then be the most painless and quickest way for him to die. Because to him, everything is a reset. Time is very much allows you to reset and you have the ability to go back. Flashbacks are just an invitation to change the past, according to Colin in an earlier scene. So when Stefan bludgeons him with a trophy that he himself chose, it's just amazing and really laugh out loud in its absolute absurdity. Number 2, decapitating Stefan's dad. Now, throughout the course of the entire episode, we know that there is a very large amount of animosity between Stefan and his father. We think this has to do with the fact that Stefan blames his father for his mother's death, but we later on find out through an alternate turn of events that it's possible that Stefan's dad is actually working for the government, has been drugging Stefan since he was a child, that his mother didn't actually exist, and it's all just a ruse, or through just the general psychosis taking over from the lack of taking his medication. But it all comes to a head in the kitchen when Stefan takes an ashtray and he bludgeons his dad in the head. This, of course, causes his dad to topple over dead, and then we get the choice to either bury the body or chop it up. If we choose to chop it up, basically we complete the same path that Jerome F. Davies did when he went mad trying to write Bandersnatch and ultimately ended up killing his wife, decapitating her, and then writing the white bear symbol on the wall in her blood. Here we see the exact same thing, where Stefan goes on to finish the game. It goes on to rave success, 5 out of 5 stars, but ultimately is at the expense of his father, whose decapitated head is sitting on his bookshelf while Stefan calmly finishes the game. This, of course, ends with Stefan being arrested, as actually most endings of the game end with Stefan being arrested. Number 1, Netflix and breaking the fourth wall. Now, this one to me was utterly hysterical and it had to be included in this list. There is a fourth wall breaking moment at the climax of the episode if you go down a certain path where you ultimately, you can tell Stefan that he is in a Netflix show and that he is being controlled by you. And it freaks him out to the point of where you actually have to go into detail explaining it to him before his dad comes in. He says he's out of control. They go see his therapist. He explains it to his therapist, and she says, well, this is weird, right? You figure you'd be doing more than just sitting in a bland room with nothing going on. Don't you think there'd be some more action? In which case you get the opportunity to say yeah or fuck yeah, and that results in a fight scene between you and your therapist. Then the dad comes in, you beat up the dad, then the dad drags you out, and that's where it ends. Or you can go and try to leap through a window, which then completely breaks the fifth wall. And that basically shows you that you are in a Netflix episode and you're on the set of them filming it. It's weird. It's totally Black Mirror. And it's also one of the things that shows you that they just really threw everything at the wall in order to see what stuck in this new type of event series from the show. And those are the top 5 WTF moments in Black Mirror Bandersnatch. If there's any that I've missed or ones that you think are crazier, let me know down in the comments below. If you liked it, please toss it a thumbs up. Consider subscribing to 3 Buck Theater. My name is Matt Jarbo. Please look for more analyses like these in the future. Have yourself a great day, guys, and peace out.